Hello, and yes, it's Sunday again, the day of the week where I captivate your attention for a few moments and you can listen to me ramble. Um, Originally, I was going to record this video in front of my holiday tree or Christmas tree, but it's not decorated enough. I have all these weird ornaments that I wanted to put on there, or I did have them, but I didn't really want to put them on there this year. I wanted a more grown up look on my tree. So I have to do it next week when I go back to Walmart or whatever and Target and get some more on there. Till then, I'm in our office, our newly desked office. We got a new desk this week, so I don't know if you can see it. It's really pretty, but yes, it's nice. We got that this week, and my little co-star here, Bowie, told you he'd be making a few cameos or whatever in it. So, um, let me give this little thumbs up. By in about 2 weeks or so, I'll hopefully have my 30-gallon fish tank set up. So, yay! Very excited. I'm gonna have parrotfish in there. So, they're kind of expensive, so I can only do one at a time, which makes me sad because they're pretty aggressive, and generally I've had better luck if I put them in at the exact same time instead of one at a time, but can't really afford to put them in at the same time. They're like $24 a fish, so it's gonna have to wait. My hair looks really weird today. Sorry. I know, I'm being really vain. My bad, but oh well. Alright, so this week our video is about our holiday traditions and what we're thankful for. I'll start out by saying what I did as a child and then go on to what I do as a married adult living on my own. So let's see. On Thanksgiving morning as a kid, we would watch the Macy's Day Parade. Basically, it was just a way to keep us from underneath my mom's feet and keep us occupied while she was cooking dinner. Or it wasn't really dinner because we'd have it like 1 or 2 o'clock and then we'd just snack throughout the day. So I guess it was Thanksgiving lunch. I don't know. It worked out well for us. Then, after we'd get our little turkey-induced coma, we'd go sleep for a while and my mom would wake us up and we'd put up the Christmas tree and all this other good stuff. But during lunch, dinner, I want to call it dinner. That just sounds really weird and it probably makes me sound really dumb, but whatever. During that, we'd all go around the table and say what we were thankful for, and then my dad would say a little prayer, which coincidentally he never really did we never really prayed as kids, except for when we went to church, which wasn't very often just because, I don't know, I'm not going to put my personal philosophies out there right now. But yeah, we'd pray at Thanksgiving dinner. I'm just going to put the dinner. But we'd pray at Thanksgiving, we'd pray at Christmas. But other than that, we never really did anything. Like we didn't go to church on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. But the only time that I actually remember specifically going to church was on Easter Sunday. And that was it. So, woohoo! Let's see. I kind of had to write this down because I lose track of my thoughts and I end up repeating myself a million times. And I know you probably don't want to hear me repeat myself a bunch, so hey, just a second. Alright, now. Okay, anyway. Nowadays, Daniel and I, yes, I'm using his name this week. Woohoo, you can be reintroduced to my husband, Daniel. Not really, he's watching football, so. Nowadays, Daniel and I make dinner or lunch or, I don't know, not really. Yeah, we do the exact same thing as my parents do. I start making it relatively early, probably about 9 o'clock, and then the turkey is usually done around 2:30 or 3, and then we just eat because there's nothing else to do. And by then we have watched one game of football, and usually we're on the second. At least that's what happened this year. So, but yeah, we usually watch football and play video games and relax and, I don't know, put up the tree sometimes. We don't pray. Daniel's atheist and I'm newly pagan, and I say newly pagan because within the last year I've realized that I'm not a Christian. I don't really believe their philosophies, but again, not gonna put my real big philosophies out there, so high five, thumbs up, woohoo. Anyway, okay, now on to Christmas. As a kid on Christmas Eve, my mom would make us a warm glass of tea and we'd have a cookie or something. We'd sit down in our new PJs and my dad would read a passage from the Bible, which was always the Joseph and Mary story from the Bible about the night Jesus was born. But And then we'd open up one present, like one small present. Usually it was just, either new socks or a new toothbrush, because that's what my parents usually did, was just give us something really, really small and practical that we needed as a small gift, which usually most of the practical things like toothbrushes and socks and new underwear and stuff that usually went into our stockings, but we usually get something really small like that on Christmas Eve. And then yeah, we go to bed after that because for some reason the tea always made us drowsy, and I always wonder if my mom, puts like some Benadryl or something in there, but I don't think so. But yeah, we go to bed, and my older brother and I would wake up super, super early. Like, I don't know, it had to be at least 2 or 3 in the morning. And then we'd take one small present back to our bed, as small as we could find, the smallest one, and then we'd open it super quietly so nobody could hear us rustling the paper or anything. And we'd open it in bed, and then a little while later we'd get super excited because we couldn't just go down, to the Christmas tree and sneak any more gifts. We actually had to, wake up my parents, and then we'd wake up my little brother, and then we'd all go crazy and open up all these presents and everything. And then we'd play for a little while, and by then, my older brother and I would be super tired. And so my mom would rather, corral us, and we'd go back to bed for a few hours and wake up and play some more, and my mom would make us lunch. We never really had the traditional Christmas dinner or whatever. We always used to just snack, or my mom would make a whole bunch of like appetizers, and we'd just eat appetizers for dinner. We never really did the whole big, I guess, ham Christmas. I don't know. That's what I think of when I think of traditional Christmases, is ham and stuff. We never had that. It was just, what you see on TV. We'd usually watch A Christmas Story on TV because it's always running on Christmas. And go play. And go to bed. But Christmas to us was usually just about family. And then, anyway. These days, Daniel and I, we're not really Christians like I said earlier. Daniel's atheist. I'm pagan. So we celebrate the commercial Christmas. I want to do something special to celebrate Yule this year because I think it's becoming more and more important to me. So I don't know. I'll start it this year, and then hopefully it'll be a tradition. We're not going to press religion upon our kids. We're going to let them figure out what they want to do, what they want to believe when they're adults. I'm not going to push them anyway. If they want to go to church, that's fine. But we're not going to force them to do anything. Anyway, for our commercial Christmas, we usually end up opening gifts on Christmas Eve just because we both are just so excited that we just want to open them and just get it over with, and we can't contain ourselves. We're like little kids that way, I guess. And then go to bed. Christmas Day, we just fiddle around with our new gifts. Daniel usually gets video games and stuff like that, and I usually get makeup or clothes. Love clothes. Can't go wrong with getting clothes. And then we just spend the day together. Last year and the year before that, we went to our friend's house and just hung out with them and their kids and just had a really relaxing, nice day. Wasn't difficult, wasn't stressful. We just relaxed and had fun. But anyway, our critters always get Christmas presents. They have their own stockings. They each get their own special puppy food or kitty food. They usually get them a special can of gravy for the dogs, and Theo, our cat, would get his own little special gravy cat food stuff. Just put in their stocking. But we usually get a blanket. I usually make him a special blanket or a sweater or something. Just something special that he has just for him because he doesn't really play with toys. Theo and Achilles usually get toys or something crazy. Achilles gets lots of bones and tennis balls. He loves tennis balls and squeakies. He loves squeaky toys. Oh dear, geez. He loves squeaky toys. Theo usually gets little mousies or bells or stuff like that. Just toys that annoy the crap out of me that I wish I never bought in the first place. But yes. Anyway, that's what we do for traditions or, I don't know, stuff like that. But anyway, this is what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my wonderful husband. I'm thankful for 3 healthy, adorable, loving critters. I'm thankful for my house. I love my house. My new house. I love doing stuff with it. I'm thankful for my family. Both sides. I don't know where I'd be without both sides of our family. my in-laws and my parents. They're really great. I'm thankful for everybody being healthy in our family. Not many people can say that nobody in their family has cancer or is actually really sick, So, I don't know, it just makes me thankful for that nobody is dying or is hurt or is sick or anything. I mean, aside from the occasional cold or allergies like I'm suffering now, pretty healthy. Same with Daniel, pretty much everything in our family. But yeah, that's it. I'm thankful that I have wonderful friends that I have on the internet. Very thankful for that. So, yes, I guess I'll see you next week. Bowie has to eat dinners, even though he's passed out right now. So, have a wonderful week, everybody. See you next Sunday.